Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Pray you're all doing wonderful and are keeping in extremely good health and in perfect happiness. Before we get started, if you love all things personal care, self-development, self-care, self-love, yoga, fitness, if that's up your street, please consider giving the video a boop and make sure that you subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything, and do make sure that you turn on the notification bell down there in 5 4 3 2 1 so that you won't miss any notifications from me. I do come up with these sort of videos all the time. Today we're continuing our conversation on love, because we say that the journey has always been and will always be about love, because we're all walking together on this journey, and love is the highest frequency that brings all of us together, especially in such a divided world. I feel like our attention is constantly pulled in a million directions, but if we just return back to the real substance, to the things that matter, and love is just at the center of it all. It's like having a chocolate lava cake, and then love is just gushing out of there, or just melting out of that center. So we want to go back to that gooey state, to that warm and fuzzy place. So how do we go about it? Last week we spoke about loving the skin that you are in, so I'm going to link that video up there. So it really is just a continuation on that, but today I just want to talk about the basic things again, because I relish the simple things. I'm a savant of the simpler things, because they are the ones that give us the most ROI. And today I'm going to start with getting our power back. As usual, we do have our color-coded notes here. So when it comes to love, when it comes to returning back to love and infusing your life with love, don't wait for anybody. When it comes down to it, if we're going to be narrowing it down, the thing about love, this personal journey that we are on, it's about taking the attention that you've scattered around the world. And this comes when you actually get into shadow work, depending on how deep your issues are. But when you start focusing on your own growth, it means that you're going to expand yourself. It means that you're going to have more capacity to love, because when you love, when you come from that place of love, if you can only give that which you already have. So how do you get that love? How do you magnify and amplify and quadruple your capacity to love? It starts by loving yourself, and honestly, true growth and true self-acceptance only come from oneself. And when you start loving and appreciating yourself, it means that whoever you're going to come across on your path, you're going to welcome people with love. And also when it's time for them to leave, you're going to let them go with love as well, because even the Bible says, if they had been for us, no doubt they would have continued with us. So when you have that love, when your cup is overflowing with love, it means that when people leave and exit your life, or when they come for a season, when it's time to let them go, you let them go also with love, and you welcome them with love as well, because you have no hidden agenda, right? You're just a pure soul who is full of love, and love is your love language. So simply love and take your power back, so that this way you are not depleting yourself, you're not overextending yourself, you're not putting your energy into people and things and resources that are not worthy of you. Why? Because your baseline is love, and ultimately this is what's going to fill your cup with joy. Not so much who and what is in your life, but you are just love, because we have to love and accept the fact that everybody is on their own journey, and everybody has their own stuff to work out, as we all do. So the most loving thing we can do in such situations is to focus on our own growth, and understanding that it's never about somebody else's lessons, because when we focus on other people's lessons, it means that we are going to drop the ball on ourselves, and our attention is divided. So the best way to really strengthen your love muscle is to bring the attention back to yourself. Another tool to access our most loving self is to move our bodies, because our vessels were meant to be mobile. I have made a song and dance about yoga. I've made a song and dance about the importance of exercising, the endorphins that you get. It improves your productivity. It helps you to look and feel your absolute best, but also improving the quality of your life. So if you love yourself, you make sure that you're not just going to be sitting down the entire day without any mobility. Whatever works for you. There's so many forms of movement. Like I always say, my thing is yoga, and I try to incorporate yoga with fitness. I'm going to make another video for that. I feel like it's extremely important, because you cannot be flexible without the strength, and you cannot have the strength without the flexibility. So we want to have that balance, don't we? But move your body whichever way you deem necessary. Again, you can take a walk, you can run, you can do your 10,000 steps, you can swim, you can do ballet, you can dance, Zumba. The list goes on. So there are no excuses whatsoever. So the best way to really start appreciating and celebrating and loving the vessel that God created you in is truly by honoring it. And the best way to do it is through movement, which leads me to my next point. When it comes to truly loving and appreciating yourself, this is probably, I would say, the sword that really pierced my heart, because it took me a lifetime to learn. And the important thing about feminine energy is that it's a gift to me, not to a man, not to anybody else. When you see it as a gift for you, it doesn't matter who is in front of you or who is absent from your life. If you're going to be doing it for the accolades, if you're going to be doing it for the perks that comes with being feminine, you're already missing the mark. And when you give yourself the permission to be in your soft feminine energy, it means whoever is in front of you has no choice but to rise up, because cream always rises to the top. Because when you're in the presence of a masculine, if you are in your feminine, he has no choice but to open the door for you. He has no choice but to open the water bottle for you. He has no choice but to adjust the seat for you, because you already are in that soft feminine energy. So it gives the masculine, it gives people the chance to open the doors, like I said, even to carry your bags, to do things, the washing machine, sorry. It truly is a gift for you, and whoever is in front of you will have no choice, or actually will just rise up, really. So embrace your feminine energy. It's your gift. When you nurture yourself, when you're at home, are you looking presentable for you? And if you have a partner, even better, because I hate the idea of like getting dolled up and going out for dinner, going to the club, but then when I'm at home I'm looking like a half-baked potato. Then it's like, no, it shouldn't be like that. It has to be a way of life. It has to be a love and celebration of the woman that you are. So always allow yourself to be in that feminine energy, because it is truly about you. And the moment you live in such a manner, then things will just gravitate towards you, because energy goes where attention goes, basically. So more of it will be mirrored back to you. And also, we are in a yin and yang energy. We all have masculine and feminine energy, but it's okay to not be so strong all the time. Sometimes it's okay to lay down your burdens and let other people pick them up for you. So my next point is, love does not keep a record of wrongs. According to the Bible, 1 Corinthians 13 verse 5, love is kind. Love does not keep a record of wrongs. This is a journey of love and total acceptance of yourself and of where you've been, because even with your mistakes, they have led you to where you are, and nothing is ever a coincidence, and nothing is ever completely lost. Every encounter, every experience is ushering you to your next destination, to the next level. But don't keep a record of wrongs, because when you do that, you're going to lose you're going to lessen the love that you have for yourself, and also you're not going to be able to accept people the way they are, people with their stuff love, because nobody is perfect on this realm. So if you really do not keep a record of wrong, the miraculous power of love does allow you to actually see love as a journey in itself. It is life as a journey in itself, and you're focused on the present. And also if you accept yourself the way you are, it means that you're less judgmental of whoever is going to be in front of you, because you have that love, that pure, unadulterated love. Start operating from that, on that realm. It means that you don't have anybody to impress, and you don't have to audition to be in anybody's life, because you are already enough just the way that you are. And also whoever is in front of you is enough the way they are. So because there is love, you are not looking at people's flaws, and you are not looking at your own flaws, or picking at your own flaws, or picking at other people's flaws. And also this way, it just gives you that sense of joy, that sense of excitement. You're not judging anybody, you are just coming from a pure of love. So do not keep a record of wrong, because once you focus on the fear, it means that you're not operating from a place of love, and it's difficult to be your true happy self and express your authenticity and your joy when you are coming from a place of fear. Nobody is ever truly themselves when they're afraid. So always choose love and never keep a record of wrong. If you're going to do that, it's either you cut people off or they cut you off, because it has to work. It has to be reciprocity, giving as good as you get. So if you cannot forgive, it's better to release people, so that this way they can go on with their lives, and they can go and express themselves with other people and live their lives. Because once you keep that record of wrong, it means that they'll never be free, and it's not fair to you, and it's not fair to the other people. So it's either you forget or you release them. And also, like I said, it's either they forgive you or they release you, because the two cannot coexist. Fear and love, it's like oil and water. It's not going to blend. It doesn't work. So lastly, the reason why love is extremely important is because, according to Andrzej Sapkowski in The Last Wish, he said that the sorcerers were supposed to look attractive because the prestige of their profession demanded it. And the downside is that the result was pseudo pretty girls or pseudo beautiful girls who haven't forgotten about their ugliness. They have these cold, angry eyes. So work on your softness. That is why it's so important, because now we have access to laser, we have access to Botox, we have access to Ozempic. If you want to be skinny, you can be on Ozempic. If you want a giant behind, our lives with love. If you love flowers, don't wait for somebody to buy you flowers. Buy yourself some flowers. If you love a certain book, read it. A certain kind of song, if you want to play it 20 times, if it makes you feel like the happiest and most blossoming, loved up version of yourself, I think you should definitely go for it. Because at the end of the day, we all just want to operate on that frequency of happiness. We have access to so much. According to one of those viral posts, that we are a generation of women with gorgeous pictures, but we are unhappy. We are the pseudo beautiful women that Andrzej Sapkowski spoke about. So we need to find ways to naturally blossom into a full potential of love and have all those things. If you want Ozempic, go for it. If you want a big giant behind, go for it. But at the end of the day, if it makes you happy, and how much of that is your idea after you do all of that to get where you want to go, because we all have different desires. At the end of the day, it has to be rooted in love, because the journey is and will always be about love. So celebrate yourself, love yourself, and also whatever love you give away, I promise you it will come back to you tenfold, 100-fold, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. 100-fold will come back to you one way or the other in another form. So just be love. And that being said, love one another, take care of one another, and be kind to one another. If nothing else, I shall be seeing you in my next video.